Robert and Precious.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk with Robert and
We'll be sitting back
Precious.
and enjoy real time.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious. Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
Discussing politics and things that make us tick.
Let's talk with Robert. Let's talk with Precious.
Yeah.
Let's talk with Robert and
Now welcome
Precious.
to the Robert and Precious.
Welcome to the Robert and
Precious Show.
good afternoon. We're so glad that you tuned in to watch us today.
Yes.
We got a lot to talk about. It's a lot of things going on in the city. Precious, the Q line is up and running now.
Yes, finally.
Finally, yeah. And the thing about it, we didn't get a chance to get on it while it was free, and now you got to pay.
You gotta pay. Well, it's
Yeah.
not too much. I'm
No.
sure how much is going on downtown. If you'll pay for the parking and everything else, that $1.50 to $3 wouldn't hurt your pockets.
No, not at all, not at all. And plus, it saves you time too.
Yes.
Just park your car and get on the queue line and go where you need to go, because there's so much happening in the downtown area now.
I know, and it's an excellent way to actually see a lot of the new buildings that's being done, as far as like the stadium, Comerica Park. So if you are a tourist, that's the best time to go ahead and take that out the
Oh,
queue
most
rail.
definitely, most
Yeah.
definitely, because they're building up the city so
Yes.
especially in that area, in New Center area, and,
Yes,
and
definitely.
Midtown and all of that. So it's a lot going on in the city. So how was your weekend?
It was awesome. It was awesome. I didn't get to do too much, but I did get a chance to go ahead and host Diva Day, which was awesome. I got to see a lot of ladies and celebrate Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to a lot of the moms out there.
Yeah, we want to shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day. So, is it time for us to go to a commercial break?
Yes, it is. So stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
Beat 'em up, man.
Wondering how I get out, or should I stay right in the same place? Oh,
Dainty Love, one of the flyest boutiques out here.
sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa.
It's all about love.
Sexy señorita.
Come and shop with us.
Salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa,
Dainty
salsa,
Love,
damn, salsa.
one of the flyest boutiques out
Sexy
here.
señorita. Stacking up my chips and cheese make goose.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the Let's Talk with Robert and Precious show. We have our guest with us today. She's been here before, Dawn Green from dusk to dawn. What's been going on?
Yeah, well, thank you for having me back today.
It's our pleasure.
Pretty much what I have going on today is a factory coming up for all the local models here in the city of Detroit. It's a model factory where we're coming up with this concept, my partner and I, Jasmine Dawson. It's for the models where they will collectively learn different poses, the different modeling types within the industry. They'll also leave with a portfolio at the end of the workshop. It's a 7-week course.
Okay, so it's a training class.
It's a training class, yes.
For up-and-coming models?
For up-and-coming models, aspiring models. Because being a model is very expensive. Like one photo shoot can start off at the base of $300. So within this course, what we're offering is just $300. We're also letting the models pay down a deposit of $150. And within that is a payment plan. So you can pay $100 at the beginning of June, and then the day of the first class on June 17th, you can pay the full amount of $50.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Okay, Miss Dawn. This is awesome for me because I actually got a chance to work with you and hands-on and get some tips. So I know a lot of ladies want to know, like you said, modeling is very, very expensive with the photo shoot, so we're not.
Right.
So what made you want to get into this industry? Like
What drove me
Yes.
into modeling? Well, I love everything in regards to fashion. I started off as a model here in Detroit. The first fashion show I did was at Oakland University. Then I dabbled in walk fashion show for a minute too as well. I would say more so the clothes. I love everything in regards to how I feel when I hit the runway, and it's just, you hear the rhythm of the heels, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, and then all the models are like on the same rhythm. So that to me excites me within itself.
Yes.
But also with fashion, fashion is just a concept of designs, but what you can make it yourself is the style. So overall, that's what got me into the fashion industry within the city.
Awesome. Also, what's a big tip that you would give someone? Because I know you gave me a couple on walking, and I was like, I can walk. You're like, put your hand down, do this, and that. So what is one of the biggest tips you would give some of your ladies out there?
My biggest tip to give the ladies out there in regards to modeling as well as to walking, put a book on top of your head. Old school tradition, been handed down from woman to woman. Place that book on top of your head, put on your highest heels, and just get to walking. If you can balance a book on top of your head, then you're good to go.
Yes.
So the training is just for women? It's not for male models?
It's just for women because at this time we haven't opened it up to men. Hopefully the next time around we'll do that for the gentlemen. But for the women within the industry, it just takes a lot, for women modeling, our posing, being conscious of our stomach regardless of what it is. We can work out every day of the week, but no matter what, posture is everything.
But are you saying men don't have to do all of that?
Well, man can do that as well. However, a man hitting the wrong way is just, they suave as walk. And where women, we have heels on, and we have to be fierce with our heels on.
Yes.
In different levels of the heels, you got a 3-inch, you got a 4-inch, a 5-inch, 6. So you gotta still keep it sexy, at all times, as well as posture for men is the importance as well. But they have angles that they have to concentrate on too. But with women, we have angles, we have just the different posing, and then making sure you're looking at the camera, relax your face. It's just a lot, women.
That's awesome. Yeah, it really is.
But I'm glad I'm a woman though.
Yes. yes. And then walk, like you said, the walk fashion show, that's very, very popular here,
Yes.
especially in Detroit and everywhere. What's the next event we can catch you at, where we can get some tips from you besides your training camp?
The next event that I'll be at is the White Party. It's going to be July 16th, and they're having a fashion show right downtown Shane Park. It's going to be awesome. I will be posting the casting call very soon, within 2 weeks, and we're looking forward. So all models come out, join the casting call. The White Party is the next fashion show that Dusk Till Dawn will be a part of.
Woo, that's awesome. That is really, really awesome.
So are you saying to me that when you have these fashion shows, you just send out a call and anyone can just come and partake?
Well, we have age requirements for sure. This age requirement for the White Party is definitely going to be 21 and up for the young ladies participating within the fashion show.
Okay.
And gentlemen as well, because it's men and women.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're going to be right back. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Talk with Robert and Pressure.
What if you had a chance to do it all over?
stole from you. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and fight. For the battle of righteousness is yours. And we take it by force.
Dainty Love. One of the flyest boutiques out here.
Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa.
It's all about love.
Sexy señorita.
Come on, shop with us.
Salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa.
Dainty Love.
Salsa, damn, salsa.
One of the flyest boutiques out
Sexy
here.
señorita. Up my chips and cheese make
Talk with Rob.
You are watching WHPR TV 33 in the city of Detroit and Highland Park. It's time for our world news topic today, so I'm going to turn it over to Erica Crawford, and we're going to go from there.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm so glad to be here today.
Glad to have you.
We are going to talk about the infamous Republican health care. Okay.
yes.
So
Okay,
y'all,
okay.
you guys remember when it was Obamacare, over 20 million Americans was able to receive health care.
Yes, yes.
But if this plan and this law passed through the Senate, then guess what? A lot of those people, 20 million Americans, are not going to have health care. What do you guys think of that?
That's horrible because it's so many people that's really, really always getting sick. So many new diseases coming about, and people who already had like the pre-existing conditions that thought that they were going to be covered within this new supposed to be health plan, which will not. So that's awesome just to think of all the people who's going to be just out of health care, without a job probably already, knowing how expensive it is just to go into the emergency. This is awful. I mean,
What do you think about that, Robert?
Well, they're going to have to come up with something
Yeah.
to accommodate these people, because they just can't leave these people out here with no health care.
Yes.
So they're going to have to come up with something.
What they're saying that over a 5-year span, if this passed through the Senate, they're going to have over $8 billion towards the health care. But it takes over, according to ABC, it takes over $192 billion for these people to receive some type of health care. I mean, that's crazy.
Yes.
$8 million for over 5 years, but it takes $192 billion. That's crazy.
That won't go nowhere.
It won't. It
won't
won't
go nowhere.
And
No.
also, even just doing my research, I also found out that they're going to give, I think it's 883 billion tax break to the wealthy. That's crazy.
That's horrible.
$883 billion tax break to the wealthy. So
Well,
guess
that's what that plan is all about. It's
Yes,
for the
wealthy.
wealthy. It's
It
not
is,
it's not for people that don't have any health care. And I think it's sad that they're going to put people out on the street
Yes.
basically with,
Yes.
with no health care,
Yes.
because people I don't understand it.
I know people personally that actually needed this health care, and when they got it, people have
Yes.
20, 30 years never had health care.
Yes.
But when the Obamacare, came, they was able to get health care. But guess what? If this passed through the Senate, they would not have this health care. And that's a lot of people that's
Yes.
not going to have health care.
Very much so.
Yes.
But won't that affect people that are on Medicare and Medicaid as well?
That's going to affect a
First.
lot of people.
Yes.
I wish before people, voted for the Republican administration
They
to get
thought
in the
about
House
that.
or in office,
Yes.
they thought about it because, of course, he made a lot of promises.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? He is not. He's not a
Yes.
man of his word,
Not at all.
And
Not
a
at
lot
all.
of people
Not at
they're
all.
not going to have this health care. I know someone personally that takes seizure medicine, and just a few pills, her seizure medicine was $800.
Oh. See,
Oh, I
that's
can
what-
You know,
believe
it was
that.
$800.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's going to be a lot of people out here that's not going to have the health care to help with their basic needs,
Basic,
and even
yes.
fulfilling their prescriptions at the drugstore. You know, and even with my research, Obamacare prohibited for any insurance company to deny you.
Yes.
If
They had
this
to.
if the GOP approved this through the Senate, that means that per state they can reject you if you need any type of care. So when it was mandatory in the Obamacare, the Republican Party is going to make the choice of the states to do that now. That's crazy.
So what they're doing, if you're sick and you have a condition that's uncurable, they're just putting you out
Yeah,
Yes.
you're on your
just
own.
to die. So they're
Yes.
making a law to legalize.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, so.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's all I have for today. So, but next week I'm gonna give you guys something new on, the
And
world
keep
news.
it going. That's
Yeah,
going to mean a lot of people is going to have to really think about all this unplanned pregnancy and
Yes.
stuff like that. But I also feel bad for like the rape victims
Yeah.
and stuff like that, because they won't be able to go in and get health care or whatsoever, or be able to go into the hospital and do that. And like you said, $800 bill. That's an emergency bill.
It is.
I've done it. So we thank you so much, Miss
Yeah.
Erica. This
No
is one of our people
problem.
behind the camera. We love her.
Hello,
Miss Erica,
everyone.
one of our main producers. So we love her
Right.
so much, and we thank you so much for bringing that.
Right.
You got to stay up with the world news.
Okay, so hey, I guess it's the question of the day, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll be back, you guys, with the
Stay
question of the
tuned.
Of
day.
the day. Question.
Let's talk about love, politics, dreams, and things. Family, entrepreneurs, and everything.
Let's talk about money, cars, clothes, you name it. We got it on the Robert Show.
Welcome back to Let's Talk with Robert and Precious. As you see, the ladies have once again took over this segment of Question of the Day. Now, our hot topic of the day is Mr. Bow Wow. And I love him so much, too. I guess in which a lot of people do it online on Instagram. So-called posted himself saying, a picture of a private jet saying that he was flying, getting ready for his world premiere, his tour for this new show, Hip Hop Atlanta Growing Up. How do you ladies feel about this? Whereas though another, I guess, a guest on the plane, he was flying commercial, honestly. He wasn't on a private jet, and from what I hear, it was actually a stock image. It wasn't even a real what's name, which everybody used. So what do you ladies feel about this? Because I see this going on a lot on social media, the whole game, and it actually turned into a challenge. So what's your feed on it, Dawn?
I personally think with the Bow Wow challenge that I want to take part into it. Like, I want to partake in it. I'm trying to find something out real creative that no one has done yet to say, like, this is my Bow Wow challenge. But however, I think Bow Wow just wants to seem relevant. He wants to keep up with the hip hop game. However, his time has came and gone, for sure. It has RIP, just like the Harlem Shake. But neither here or there. What do you think, Jazz, about?
I think it's working because, like you said, he's doing it so that he can stay relevant, and it's a challenge.
Yes.
It's all over social media. We're
Yes.
talking about it here.
Yes.
People talking about it at home. Like you said, you thinking of something completely out of the box so that you can even partake in it.
Yes.
It's working.
It's working.
He's making himself relevant. He doesn't. Any publicity is good publicity,
Yes.
and that's just how he's looking at it right now. So
Right.
Yes, because he actually replied with, well, it's not hurting the ladies, it's not hurting my fans, it's not hurting the bank account. So, like you said, we're talking about him right now, so hey,
Right.
Bow Wow, if you
Right.
listen, come on the show, no. But, Miss Jasmine, we're glad to have you here on the panel with us today. You are another piece of this big fashion training camp. So, could you give us some information on it as well?
Yes, the Model Factor is a 7-week course, as Dawn stated earlier. When I created the idea, I was a model myself, and I just felt like there was a lot of things as far as the industry that I didn't know completely. So, and as models starting out, we don't feel comfortable asking other models, or we don't feel comfortable asking the people who are supposed to be our boss or who are supposed to be paying us for shows. So I want to create a space where it's comfortable to ask people who have been in your shoes and have been successful in that career, so that you can be better at it.
Okay. What brought you two ladies together on this as well?
An amazing photographer, Roscoe Davis, Christian. He introduced me to Dawn. He was like, she's my mentor, she's fabulous, and he did not lie.
Oh, y'all so sweet. Yeah, she is fabulous. I love Dawn.
And she is now my mentor, and
Awesome.
I go to her for almost everything.
Yes. Call me 1-855-Mentor Dawn. No.
Yes, go ahead and plug it. What's your social media? Because you know a lot of other models are out here in Detroit or just worldwide. They're going to want to get in touch with you.
Social media, you can contact me on
Awesome.
via Instagram.
Okay.
Dusk Till Dawn LLC. So that's DUSK T as in Tango TILDAUN LLC. And just contact me there. Hit the follow button. I will follow back. And if you have any questions about the Model Factory, I will send you all the information via DM, via email as well.
Okay. Miss Jasmine, you got to give your social.
Facebook, Glam Factory Talk Show. Instagram, Newlywed Dawson. When I started my business, I just got married, so that's what it is for now. But Glam Factory Talk Show on Facebook, it'll have everything that we're doing, everything we plan on doing, and how to register for the Model Factory is there too.
Okay. Just before we go, because I didn't get a chance to really get some info on you, what made you want to get into it in this industry as well?
I was a little girl, and we had a career day, and one of my friends brought their older sister, and she was a model. She was tall, she was beautiful, and I'm just like, so how do I be like you? And she's like, well, I'm a model, and I wanted to be a model from then on. Since then, I had kids, and I'm like, I'm not cute enough, this isn't for me, and it doesn't matter.
Okay, so that's awesome because it stumps the whole traditional thing of, oh, you got to be 6 foot, so
I am short.
Me too.
I am
I'm
not
4'9".
skinny. Stretch marks are real, and I have 2 children to prove it. But I'm doing it. So if I can do it, y'all can do it. Trust me.
I think this is awesome too. Phenomenal. Ebony Women actually giving praise and helping other women come up. Is there any other model out there that you work with that are out there in the industry outside of Detroit that can also say that they've had work done with you guys?
With me, I have worked down in Atlanta with a few models before, with one of my mentors, Naima, through her Young Socialites Clothing tier. Yes, so it's a few models down there that I have worked with, models in Chicago who I've worked with as well that are male models. And they can say that they have worked with me within the fashion industry, but I do know that Jasmine does have some really good news for people if they want to register early.
So as Don stated earlier, the Model Factory registration is $300 with a $150 deposit once you register. This week, we are doing an on-site registration where we're chopping $300 in half, and if you come with $150, that is your total registration fee.
Wow.
And you don't have to worry about anything else. So be on the lookout. Glam Factory Talk Show on Facebook, like I stated before, and Dusk Till Dawn on Instagram, and you'll get the information there.
Okay, that's awesome. Did you ladies hear that? That means $150 if you get the early bird special. Can I call it? Yes, pretty much. You get that discount, and you get to work with these 2 professional young ladies. If you are a model in training, or you want to be, remember you don't have to be 6 feet, like they just said. So even short ladies like me and Jasmine can come along with it. We thank you, ladies, so much for coming on with us today. And actually giving a hands-on on the Bow Wow Challenge, even though everybody do it every day anyway. But guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching on Let's Talk with Robert and Precious. And thank you, ladies, once again for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, let's get ready to model this summer. Stay tuned.
Talk with Robert and Precious.
Beat 'em up, man.
Dainty Love. One of the flyest boutiques out here.
Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa. Salsa, damn, salsa.
It's all about love.
Sexy señorita.
Come on, shop with us.
Salsa, 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 damn, salsa. Salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa. Salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa.
Dainty Love.
Salsa, damn, salsa.
One of the flyest boutiques out
Sexy
here.
señorita. Up my chips and cheese, man.